I saw something coming through, but didn't see what it was, and it went straight up. Certainly puffing itself out and making itself look bigger. Hey, and welcome back to another video. And it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And today I'm out looking for owls. And it's a difficult thing. This is extensive forest behind me. And I've driven a short distance from my house to my little spot here, where I think is going to be perfect for owls. You've got a lot of coniferous trees there with some deciduous, and just behind me now you've got this beautiful area here which is ideal for hunting birds of prey, especially owls. Loads and loads of perching spots here, loads of old dead trees, loads of branches, loads of hunting territory. You notice I've got my dog Maya here with me. Left Monty at home, he's a bit noisy, but Maya is extremely good. She doesn't bark, she just gets on sniffing and doing her thing. So she's going to keep me company this afternoon and this evening. And we're going to basically have a look around for owls, check out all the conifers, go nice and quietly through the forest, hoping we can pick some owls out now. I've been very fortunate locally to have put my eyes on a barred owl, which I've been spending time with over the last 2 weeks. And there's also some great horned owls that have turned up locally to me as well, which is awesome. I haven't seen them yet because it's in a kind of busy place and I don't really want to go and get amongst loads of people. So I'm going to come out on my patch locally to me where I've never seen a photographer and hope to find my own owls. There's also plenty of deer here, and there's also coyotes, fox, lots of other mammal species here, and this is a lovely, lovely spot. Been through and cut this little path here, which is really quite nice. And I'm just gonna have a recce, see if we can find some owls. Hopefully we'll get lucky, and then set up towards the evening with a bigger lens in the back in a nice location. Maybe get some emergence, some other owls, some other birds of prey, and maybe some mammal species too. But right, let's go find some owls. Well, it's great to be in here, and it's very quiet today. Got the leaves falling as well, and it's like a needle in a haystack in here. But really are searching for conifers, really fairly low down for things like barred owl, but things like great horned might be a little bit further up. And so I've been told that the great horned owl is probably the most aggressive owl in North America, and the barred owl is the second. Now, I've been dive bombed by a barred owl, and apparently they're quite well known for it. So I've got to be a little bit careful because they like to come in from behind. Depends on what sort of mood they're in, and it depends if they're fairly chilled out or not. But got to be a little bit aware because these are big owls, guys. You know, I think the barred owl weighs about 1.5 pounds, and 1.5 pounds hitting in your back of the head is quite significant. And the horned owl, great horned owl, is a lot bigger too. So just got to be a little bit wary. And also, I don't really want to flush them. I've probably gone past one already. But just dump the bag. We're going to have a little wander around in this small patch in here, just look at the trees, see if we can find anything roosting or any sign. Come on, pup, let's go. Just can't hear a pin drop in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just the sound of chickadees there. So we've got to be a little bit careful in here as well, because there is a large group of coyotes in here. Now, I haven't seen them, but I've seen lots and lots of scat in here and out on the main path, so I'm hoping tonight we might get lucky with those too. It is a needle in a haystack, guys. I'm going to really push this place over the autumn and winter, hoping to bring you some images and some video of some coyotes and mammals out in the winter on the snow. But it's a needle in a haystack in here. But like I always say, it's regardless of results. It's just great to be out in nature here. I have got predator deterrents with me. Now there's no wolf here. There's no bear. There is rarely a moose. But if I do ever come across a group of coyotes that aren't too happy, especially because I've got the dog here, then I can use that as a deterrent if I have to. But I'm going to wander up to this top of this hill here into the forest and see if we can check that section, because I've checked this one best I can and there's nothing in there at the moment, so I'm going to head this way. It's still quite early in the season at the moment for owls arriving, but with hearing of the great horned owls that have turned up, and because the leaf is off the trees now, it's easier to see the birds. And if I find them, I can work out the time of the day that they actually come out and hunt, where their preferred roost is, and then just stake it out and hopefully we'll get lucky. But as that winter comes though, guys, this is going to be minus 10, 20, 30, and it's going to be deep snow. So quite the different dynamic than it is now, but it's beautiful in here. Nobody comes in here. There's the guy that watches the channel. Mentioned no names, but he knows where I am, and he said this is a great place. And there's been owls here in the past: great grey owl, great horned owl, barred owl, saw-whet, screech, boreal even. I mean, they have some mental species of owls here in North America. There are so many. So if you get a good owl year, this would be a great spot. Personally, I think it's a good spot. Sometimes as well, I'm walking around making a noise because I'm trying to be quiet, but inevitably I'm going to make noise, a cumbersome human going around, and I've got the dog here as well. But a lot of the time is when I'm not talking like I am now, I could just sit, relax for half an hour and just listen. I've hardly seen any birds so far. I've seen heard a couple woodpeckers and a couple dark-eyed juncos which have arrived, but apart from that it's been pretty quiet. But in a minute it's going to sit, enjoy my brew and just hope that I might be able to pick something up. And as that light does fail, then they'll become more vocal then. So I might be able to pick out where the call's coming from. Yeah, who knows? Could just be peeing in the wind today, but it's the excitement of what happens if I find a bird? What happens if I find an owl? It would be amazing. And there's tons of deer in here as well. So anyway, gonna enjoy my brew and listen out. So I've had a really, really good look for about 2 hours now, and I've not seen any sign of owl, pellet, poo, or the presence of an owl. It doesn't mean they're not here. They are so well camouflaged. They are very quiet. They sit tight. I've probably walked past a half a dozen since been walking around this entire area. But good things to look out for, and it applies to a lot of, especially woodland species, and other birds of prey like shorties, although they do roost on the ground because they're a ground nester, is they will stick to fringes of woodland. So if you've got an area like this, which is a beautiful open expanse there with some trees dotted around for perching posts, and they want to roost, they don't want to roost in the middle of a meadow with a load of dead trees in the middle of the day. They'll get hot, they'll get mobbed by birds, especially crows and birds of prey, and they'll get hassled as well by mammals if they see them. So they like to hide on the fringes of woodland. Sometimes in a bit of light, so they can get a bit warm if it's cold, but generally on the edge. Some, yes, deep into a woodland, but a lot just on the fringes, somewhere where they can get close to keep an eye on the hunting territory, and they'll emerge as that light fails and they'll head out to hunt. So I'm hoping that that will happen tonight, but this is quite a vast area, so we just have to wait and see. But I'm really hoping we may get to see some mammals as well tonight. But we're going to set up shortly, find a little spot as that sun goes down, and choose some posts that I think would be great for the birds, and then we'll just keep moving around in a kind of semicircle here along this track, hoping as that light goes we might get charmed of seeing some owls or some birds of prey or some mammals coming out. But there's just a few tips for you guys really that might just help you when you're out looking. You've really got to be observant. Have a good pair of binoculars as well. Have a look around, check all the conifers. And it's not always conifers. They do sometimes like being in deciduous trees as well. It's always good to get your bins out, have a look, because you're looking around at the moment, you can so easily miss that. I could have missed loads. So there's just a few tips, guys, that help you if you're out on your local patch looking for owls, to do your survey work, to do your recce work, do your fieldcraft, and then get you in a great position. Then if you see that owl emerge, it might come out from the same part of the woodland 2-3 nights in a row, and then suddenly it might go from somewhere completely different. So they do change. But that's half the battle really, is just getting out there, just working out some sort of pattern and hoping you get lucky. Well guys, we've got a serious big bone there. And there's my foot. So as you can see, that is one big bone. Likely something died or something got killed. Because coyotes here, there's apparently quite a lot. And there's a lot of deer here. So they're able to take down a white-tailed deer, so pretty powerful. There's some tracks going off in here as well now, which indicates a lot of stuff moving through, deer and certainly foxes and probably coyotes as well. This is a great place here actually. I think I'm going to set up somewhere over here overlooking this area. I've got the sun out to my right there, so I think it would be a great spot to set up as the light goes. So guys, this is what I've been looking for. Look at the size of my hand. That is definitely a mammalian scat poo of a coyote. Absolutely, definitely. It's full of hair, quite coarse hair, could be deer. Lots of bits and stuff going on in there. That is definitely coyote. It's great to see. That's the first scat I've seen in a while. And because they've cut this ride all the way through here, it's a great transit route for them to move along. So this is what I've been kind of planning, is to do some work over the winter with these canids, hoping to get some good shots of them really, especially as the vegetation all dies back, as the snow comes, they'll be out hunting more. It's full of rabbit and hare in here, snowshoe hare and cottontail. So a good prey source and plenty of deer. So seeing that is pretty good. And they generally poo and scat on their territories, on borders and boundaries and things like that. So that is a good indication, and that is definitely no dog, as in a domesticated dog. That is definitely a large mammal. So that would be the coyote, definitely. And I've always seen him up this end as well. So yeah, really, really good to see. But I'll come back here in the evening on a really, really late sesh without the dog, just me. And hopefully we might get lucky. I really need to get to know these. Hopefully we'll be able to get some shots of them, because I'd love to capture them. I've only got a couple pictures of coyotes, one in the snow and one in the forest. So that has been it. So something I need to work on, but great to see that evidence. So I've just seen another one there, guys, as well. Another poo. Definitely this area is really, really popular with coyotes. You've got to be careful with coyote scat and poo, because you can get distemper and parvovirus from it as well. So it's pretty bad for canines like my dog, and not good for us either. Can't even smell it as well. You can ingest stuff as well through spores and pores. So really not good. You just got to be really, really careful. So guys, I've been out for about 5 hours today, and it's just getting to that time now where we're about kind of 30 minutes to sunset, and the light is gone completely, as you can see, and there's a lovely glow just in the far distance over there. Beautiful bit of light on the coppers on the trees, and I'm hoping maybe we get to see some mammal moving through, or maybe an owl coming from the forest behind me. Chances are very slim, but I'm going to stay here till it gets dark, and hopefully we'll get lucky. I say we'll get lucky because I've got the dog, obviously Maya, here as well with me. But it's beautiful, it really is. You just never know what's going to turn up. I'm gutted as well. I lost my Falraven trusty beanie, and I've done a circuit 3 times. I've probably walked an extra 5 miles, and I've not found it. I've backtracked everywhere and I can't find my trusty beanie. So gutted. But anyway, hopefully I might find it another time when I'm doing the same circuit. But if it's gone along a main track where people occasionally frequent, then someone might pick it up. But I'm going to go quiet now, listen out, and hopefully we might get that last minute emergence of a mammal or maybe a bird. It's amazing at this time of night, when the sun goes down, your senses switch on, and you just expect to see something emerge from the forest. You can hear things in there as well, sort of twigs cracking, little bits of movement. It's a beautiful moon tonight too, so I'm just hanging on. I'm just at this open area here, which is kind of ideal for perching points, as I said earlier, for owls and any deer moving through that have been laying up in this long stuff throughout the day. There's little copses of trees there, which is perfect cover for them. It's getting pretty cold, but it's lovely. Just have to see if anything emerges. Come on, girl. So guys, we've got the red-tailed hawk there, if you can see, just taking off from the branch. Sadly, it wasn't quite, it's plus 2/3 of a stop, but just wasn't enough with the light coming up like that. I'm hoping it's going to be back though. I've seen it in here all the time, but it's very, very, very twitchy, which is, as I said before, quite unusual. I found mostly in Canada that birds have a certain level of acceptance towards you at distance, unlike the UK where you can be considerably far away and they'll still move. Where here you've got a little bit more room to move there with regards, you can get a little bit closer. If you push your luck, they're just gone. So this is a real waiting game really, just to sit here and see what happens. I know there's merlin in here, there's lots of deer, there's coyotes, there's foxes, there's lots of owl species around. It's just one of those, just sit, wait, hopefully we'll get lucky. There's lots of deer in just behind me here, right on the fringes of the forest. So I'm hoping maybe we may get lucky. We might not see a great deal, could be hours before anything turns up. But it's always that excitement of hoping that something does turn up. Oh, we got a merlin just come in. I saw something coming through, but didn't see what it was, and it went straight up, right on top of a dead branch over there. Still there, it's just doing a bit of preening and cleaning and a bit of head bobbing. It's fantastic. Oh, it's a beautiful bird. That's absolutely lovely. Oh, chuffed to bits, chuffed to bits. Oh yeah, superb. Oh, it's lifted, it's gone, it's gone. I think it's gone over to the far tree on that side. It's just landed on the far tree over there. But sadly, the light is there to my right, and that's casting a massive amount of silhouette there. So it's looking awful now. Yeah, not really very good from that angle. Oh, it's fantastic to see it over there though. Absolutely superb. It's quite nice now as well because we've got a lot more bird species coming along. We've got a lot of goldfinches, got some tree sparrows, American tree sparrows, and got some chickadees, got the jays, and we've had the pileated as well, and a few other woodpeckers around, which love these old dead trees here. I'm hoping we get some more of those in, and there's loads and loads of Canada geese that keep buzzing the meadow. If I can hear them all now. Yeah, here they come. Oh, lovely, just going over there. Whew. I can just hear now a nuthatch as well. It's a white-breasted nuthatch. I'm not going to stay here all day. I'm going to move a little bit further along, just get away from that light, maybe tuck myself into the forest later, or see how we go. But there's loads and loads of movement in the sky here with geese. Oh, bird of prey inbound. Oh, now that looks massively winged. Oh, it's two big birds. Geez, they're massive. That cannot be a vulture, surely, because vultures have gone. What are they? They are massive. think they're vultures. I haven't seen a vulture for months. So I can't really understand why they're still here. Yep. 2 turkey vultures. Which is crazy, really. Sadly, right into the light there, but I was getting all excited then. I was thinking an eagle for a minute. Ah, they've gone right into the light. Ah, kind of excitement there. Oh, there was one just there. I was so excited, guys. I was so excited. I thought that was 2 eagles then. I knew they were massive winged, but I honestly haven't seen a turkey vulture for so long because it's November. And you just wouldn't expect to see them now, really, because I suppose it's not that snowy yet and the ground's not frozen. They're kind of still around, but certainly in low numbers. But oh, fantastic to see. So guys, we've got some lovely tree sparrows here as well, and I've got one in an old bush and one on some old broken branches here. Trouble is, they do not sit still, and they are beautiful birds. They're not unlike the ones in the UK. They have got that nice chocolate brown head. Oh, we've got loads of geese going over here too. Beautiful. These are lovely. These lovely, lovely birds. You can hear a very, very sort of tick, 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 sparrow sound. Now, I've seen them here before, and I don't know how long they stay around for, but lovely to see them. Because that's really quite difficult. They keep kind of moving off. Oh, got a nice raven in here now. It's just done a little dive. It's always when you have food that stuff arrives. So I've just had a load of goldfinches land on a tree. And we've got a few jays there squawking away in the woods. But I'm going to let them go and enjoy my Quaker Dippers bar. I think this is a North American chocolate bar. They're really nice. Dunked in tea, lovely. I got some yummy casserole for my lunch today in a warm flask, so I'm really looking forward to that. Got a load of Canada geese about to go over my head. Let's hope they give us a cronk. So we've just had a few deer come out of the copse of conifers and just make their way across the meadow and then into another copse of conifers. So managed to get a little bit of video of them coming across, and hopefully I might be able to get a frame grab from the video. But lovely, I was just sitting down, chilling, and I thought I'd get up, have a quick look, and there they were just emerging. So I managed to sort of tuck myself down behind the camera and see them coming out. But oh, fantastic to see them in here. It's so quiet and a great spot for them deer to lay up in the day. This stuff's real thick. I've been trying to go in here and set up, but it's so high, it's kind of up to about here on me, and I'll be shooting. It's just be so difficult. So I'm now just on a high mound here, hoping anything comes through. So like the deer, and hopefully maybe some of the hawks will come back through again, all being well. But such a lovely location, such a lovely location, but a bit of a breeze coming. So I've tucked myself in this corner as best I can, but it's still whistling through. But yeah, chuffed a bit to see the deer. It's really quite good here at the moment because you've got all these seed heads here. There's loads and loads of it, and lots of old dead branches there for the woodpeckers. But this stuff here is ideal for a lot of the finch species and chickadees as well. I've been landing on this morning and feeding off this as well. Little grubs and insects and seeds in there. Absolutely tons of it, and as you can see, so never-ending amount of food source there in these dry heads. And there's some there that's still kind of pretty intact. If you take some of those off, you've got tons and tons of seed pods in there. Quite a fragrant smell too. But a good source of food for the birds, really. And there's little kind of clusters of it here, which is really nice because out of the wind, because it's a little bit windy now, a lot of the birds are just feeding in these little pockets and on they go. And there's been quite a few golden crowned kinglets as well. Just flitting around in here, managed to capture a little bit of footage of those as well. So that's been really, really nice. Just to sort of enjoy while I'm waiting for any of these birds of prey, and the deer hopefully will come through again. But lovely just to focus on these. A lovely bit of photography, really, just concentrating on a lot of these seed heads. And it is quite bright now as well, so I'm having to dial it down quite a bit because it's really, really overexposed, and especially on the video as well. We've got loads of these old trees here as well. It's dead stuff. Ideal perching points for birds of prey. It's just trying to keep my eyes open, keep switched on, and hopefully that merlin might come in a bit closer and we may get some other birds of prey too. So guys, while it's a bit quiet now, I think I'm gonna have a bit of early lunch. And I've been dying to tuck in to the stew that my wife made. And we've got in here, nice bit of bread and butter too. Right next to a coyote scat. Not ideal. But it doesn't smell, so that's all right. Oh, flask is lovely and warm. That's going to be pretty damn nice on a fairly cold day. Also, guys, I'm really impressed with my new bag, the PG Tech bag that I did a review on when I did the 800 review in the field. It's a top bag, really good when I'm taking the 800. But right. Enough of that, I'm going to get into this. Oh, I'm starving, I'm starving. Oh yes, happy days, happy days. It's what you need when you're out in the field, is a nice bit of food. Wow. That's lovely and hot. Look at that. A hearty stew. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's still boiling. Big thanks to my wife for making an amazing stew. In the slow cooker. Absolutely lovely. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. The meat's just breaking apart. Superb. As the weather gets colder, guys, as well, this sort of food is golden. That's so good. Guaranteed now, get some bird of prey or a deer pop out. Oh, this really is wonderful. Carrots, onions. Happy days. So that wind's picking up a bit, guys, so I'm heading deep and back into the forest. See if we can see any owls. Maybe get set up on the river and have a look and see. It's good that the wind's blowing and there's a bit of noise in the trees because it's masking my scent to any deer that are in here, so. Yeah, right, let's head on. It's not often I come across a garter snake in a woodland, but good job I saw it. And it's certainly puffing itself out and making itself look bigger. Yeah, unusual to see it in here. I mean, I don't know much about snakes. Beautiful coloration on the body of the snake. Tiny, tiny. It's almost like bluey with yellow. Lovely big fangs coming out the front. Managed to get a few shots of it, so I'm going to leave it be now and right, head down to the river. So guys, I'm just going to chill out here for an hour or so and look along the river. There's tons and tons of tracks and signs along the river. There's coyote prints, there's fox, there's deer, there's beaver, muskrat, absolutely loads. And it's quite nice and sheltered in here. So what I might do in a minute is may get set up and just have a look along the river, see if anything comes down to drink. There's a lovely beachy area over there, and this is where I did my trail cam review. Maybe something will come down and drink, who knows, or something might come along the river. It's a bit of a stab in the dark, but we'll give it a go. Amazing seeing that garter snake coming through, absolutely amazing. Now I think it's a garter snake. I don't really know much about snakes, but I think that's kind of the main one they have here. Fantastic to see it though. Really, really was. But I'm going to sit here, chill out and just enjoy. Whew, it's getting a bit blowy now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's nice to see a few birds, and it's great to be out in nature, certainly when the fall colours are just coming to the end now, just before we start getting really cold here and into winter. But thanks very much indeed for watching, guys, and I'll see you all for the next one.